The Texas Weather Connection with meteorologist Robert Luna. From spring to summer, fall to winter. Stay ahead of severe weather with your meteorologist Robert Luna.
In a perfect day to start spring break, with temperatures in the other areas in the United States and officially at the high of 88 degrees out there. I love telling people about the weather, talking about the different weather patterns we get. We get into rainy patterns here in San Antonio, we get into warm patterns. We've gotten some cold weather this year. I'm meteorologist Robert Luna with the Texas Weather Connection here on Anthem Television. And we got a great show for you. I'm meteorologist Robert Luna, and we have
meteorologist here, Brian Silva. Nice to be joining us today on this nice and sunny day today.
We started the week with winter, actually, on Sunday, because we started at 10:09 p.m. on Tuesday.
But we still had that winter conditions. It was still nice and crisp, cold out there. You still need those hoodies, those jackets.
Last we talked about, you better get them out.
Yes.
You need them, and we had that day where we were right around
cloudy, lows in the 50s. I was out there in practice with my girls, and I was. That's with the hoodie too.
We got to the first day of spring, and it was still chilly.
Yeah.
On the second day, which was yesterday,
and all of a sudden,
there was some severe weather, and we went from a level very low chance, level 1, really, and we got the severe weather, and especially we were along Bandera Road from the road into downtown. What happened?
Oh man, we had this line of storms that was going through the hill country, and we talked about it last week, the right mover, so it's kind of separated from the line. And at first it wasn't too bad. It was a strong storm. No warning was issued at that point when it was kind of going from Medina to there. But the second it got to Helotes area, the storm just blew up, and we started seeing hail. I think at the largest reports we saw inch and a quarter. We had winds that were gusting in some areas up to 60 miles per hour. And this storm just really went right down Bandera Road, all the way from Helotes to Leon Valley, all the way to downtown. And it just continued moving. Once it got downtown, the hail kind of let up a little bit. We still had some spots that were getting some hail on the east and southeast sides. But the storm went from 0 to 60 very quickly.
Very quickly. It happened. The energy. And we knew we had the energy. We talked about the chances for rain, maybe light rain. We woke up Thursday morning, and those storms were intense on the south side of Arizona.
Yes.
A good little disturbance. We had the moisture. Yes. And we added the heating, and it's springtime. And
it just took that little bit to
boom. Happened, and we had intensity of the day. And there's some pictures to look at.
Yes. Yeah. These. Thank you, Heather, for sending these in. These were out here in Medina County. So, looking at the back edge of the storm here, as it's moving into Bexar County, going into Helotes, and again down Bandera Road. And then again, once it had that moment where it went severe, we started seeing all the hail falling, and we had a ton of hail, a ton of rain, a ton of lightning. Okay, this was taken out in the Ron and Bandera area. This was sent in by Danny, and you can see we had some pretty large marble to almost like a little bit of ping pong size hail in there.
Let me emphasize something. When we do get pictures from our viewers, we want to compare it to a coin.
Yes.
Maybe something, a card, unlocked car. But usually a coin is great. A ruler, even better. Compare to something, send us those photos. Again, be safe. Other lightning, even if you're that far away, just San Antonio lightning, not that far.
Yes. Don't put yourself in danger in this case. If you can get to it, you can take pictures from this. Don't put yourself in danger.
Look at the storm that's going to be a lot of wind and hail, but things happen. Times in March, we've had some big hailstones.
Yes.
We've had damaging winds. This is what happened in Bertram area, near Austin, west of Austin.
And again, this is right on the cusp when spring started, and we had straight line winds that came out from one of these severe storms. We had up to some of these, microbursts with these straight line winds. We had 75 mile per hour winds. What National Weather Service was kind of estimating with this. Damage could have been a whole lot worse. But understand that straight line winds, it's a tornado.
We'll bring down.
Still just as bad.
And here's back in 2012, one of the first times.
This was yes. So back in 2012, this was actually on March 25th. So on Wednesday, 12 years ago, there was big tornadoes that struck the southern part this year. We had a tornado that hit, I want to say it was around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. And then right after that, another tornado formed. We had an EF1, but I think that about 100 this tornado miles per hour, and that one hit the Allen area. And then we had a tornado that hit Southwest Bexar County. And all these tornadoes, I was out there for when the Divine tornado first started. That was my first test of faith. And it was, adrenaline was crazy. And I'll never forget that. Yes. Yes.
Diminishing in intensity and not causing any more damage.
It was heading straight into San Antonio, so there could have been a whole lot worse. And again, it's spring. Right. This is the type of weather that we will see.
Severe weather taking easy lightning, get indoors, lightning come way at home, great thunderstorm, one lightning bolt, lifetime hotter than the sun. So very, very scary. And we're always monitoring the radar for you. We kept you updated throughout the week. South Texas.
Instant weather, South Texas.
And we're always keeping you updated. Right now, around Texas, we're still a little bit of rain.
Just a little bit up there in the Arklatex area. I mean, not too much, not anything severe at this point. Looks more just pretty much the light, moderate kind of rain. As you see right now, there's sun looking outside right now. There's not a cloud in the sky. We're on the back end here of this storm system, and we're getting beautiful weather here. But all this storms, if you look over towards Florida, I mean, we're talking about flash flood
warning watches and warnings for the Key West area, which they usually don't issue anything because they're right on the water, and they're expecting flash flood issues, and they're expecting a big amount of rain, 4 to 6 inches of rain, likely in some isolated spots. You see all that rain coming in, it's already going into there, and it's just raining. What's very interesting is Florida right now stands as the big winner in most tornadoes this year. Even California's had quite a bit of tornadoes from just looking at some of the data that's been coming out from the National Weather Service.
And the fact that we're saying this year, and it feels like you're saying this year, we're almost at the end of the year. No, we're talking about we're just going into April in just a few days. So I mean, it's just the beginning of tornado season coming up here.
Next week, as we look ahead a little bit on the 7-day forecast, there is one storm system likely to come through right in the middle of the week. And looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, North Texas. We'll be right on the southern edge.
Yeah.
But we were on the southern edge this
time. Yeah.
And so here's our 7-day forecast.
So again, we're
a little bit more than 7 days.
Yeah, so we can look at models ahead to about anywhere from tomorrow to all the way to 15 days out. We don't like to look that far out because again, a lot of changes. But right now, it looks like that there could be a storm system coming in at the beginning of the weekend. Fingers crossed. Hopefully that changes because we've had that plenty of times where it looks like we're gonna have some big storm coming in, and then 2 days later, the models are completely different. So we'll hope for the best, and see what happens.
People heading out next weekend. People heading to the park, Brackenridge Park, a lot of other parks.
I think Woodlawn's a big destination as well.
Camping out. We always want to be safe out there. Hang out with the break. So after the commercial break, we're going to be talking about the garden and getting your green thumb going.
Yes.
We come from all walks of life, all races, all genders, all styles. We are more than a rock school, more than the art of dance. We are a destination for art, creativity, performance, and community. We are Anthem. Join us in our mission, enriching the lives of every student through the power of belief.
I don't know what to do. Who do I call?
Do you know what it's like to be injured and helpless? Do you appreciate it when someone does not accept responsibility for an accident that they caused? I don't. And I don't back down from a fight. I will not stand by and watch my clients suffer, so nothing you can say or do will stop me from getting my client the money they deserve. I've taken on many cases like this one, and trust me when I say, you're no different. No more negotiating. My client will get compensated for their injuries so they can get back to what matters most. Serious injuries require a serious lawyer. At Marco Crawford Law, we are serious.
Innocent people are unexpectedly injured. You are not alone. One man has made it his mission to fight for you. With millions recovered for his clients and over 20 years' experience handling injury cases, he'll ride with you till the end. If you or a loved one have been injured in a motor vehicle crash or on the job, Marco Crawford Law is the firm you want to choose.
And we're back. I'm meteorologist Robert Luna with a Texas weather connection here on Anthem Television, and we have a special guest here for you. And she was actually my student at Health Careers High School, played tennis for me in my math classes, and then went on to do great things. Now a math teacher, was a math teacher, makes the best cakes in the world, and now working the job that we all want to have to make this world a beautiful place, make our gardens look great, and I'll have her introduce us.
Thank you, Coach Luna. I still call him Coach Luna. So my name is Miss Terry Lim. I am actually coming out of 17 years of teaching. And so it's been great to be a part of Gardopia Gardens. I am now a full-time gardener. And so what we do is we teach kids how to grow their own food. We grow healthy, sustainable communities throughout San Antonio and Bernie. That would be great too. And so we have here a little baby chick, and we have a bunny. This is a part of one of our lessons that we teach in our schools, which is small livestock. And how can you be a better gardener with animals incorporated? It's giving you things. But today I want to talk to y'all quickly about some spring gardening. So as you may know, Tuesday was the first day of spring. It was the first day of spring. So that's a good reminder to all of you. If you haven't started gardening, or if you are you're a rookie gardener, these are some reminders for your spring gardens. And so I'm going to go into that. I'm going to put this guy down.
This is what helps us the soil to be the best.
Yes.
I know the grounds can go out there.
That's right. So we keep bunnies because we love their manure. We love their manure, and that might sound a little odd, but one of the best manures you can use in your garden is actually from a rabbit. It's called a cold manure. So instead of, let's say, if I got chicken manure or cow manure, I would have to cook it to a high temperature to get rid of bad bacteria. And so with a bunny, I can just grab those. People call them Cocoa Puffs, but don't eat them. And so you just have them and put them straight into your garden. You don't need to cook it. They don't have ruminant stomachs. Yes, they don't have that extra stomach, and so they don't carry those bad bacteria that we're supposed to be. So I just love bunnies.
So preparing the soil, that's a good thing to do. I start putting things in the ground.
Fertilize.
Fertilize.
So we only use organic fertilizers, everything that's natural. So bunny manure is great. So you can just kind of slightly mix that on the top of your soil. We use earthworm castings, and we love compost. So if you want to purchase some extra fertilizer, we use a liquid fertilizer from House to Grow. It's great. And so House to Grow is a great company. I've not been advertised for them, but this is a great fertilizer. And so really, truly thinking about feeding your soil and your plants. Because heavy feeders such as broccoli, heavy feeders because tomatoes, right? We're about to get tomatoes, right? Yeah,
grow my tomatoes.
That's right. You have to add fertilizer. And a lot of people think, compost is over, but your soils are good. You need to add more. You need to add more. A lot of winter greens are heavy feeders.
You brought a lot of plants?
I did.
Some great things to show you?
Yes.
Talk about the giveaway tomorrow.
Yes. Gardopia is giving away 200 trees at their location in San Antonio. There is also another tree giveaway happening in the morning by Parks and Recreation. We're actually a part of that.
Right.
And so, but ours is going to be at nighttime, so 4 to 7 p.m.
4 to 7 p.m. The exact location?
Yes, it's going to be 619 North New Braunfels Road in San Antonio, Texas.
Right by Sam Houston.
Yes, yes,
Right by Sam Houston.
yes, we're very close to actually a lot of things in the east side of San Antonio. So we're right by the Pearl. We're looking up. Yes. So some of the trees we'll be giving away is we have pomegranate. So I love this type of pomegranate. It's called Wonderful. So this pomegranate can withstand our high temperatures. Get into bliss, looking at baseball. So these actually get pretty good sized pomegranates as well. We'll be giving some of these out. We have citrus. So I want to warn San Antonio and Denver news, right, about citrus. We are no longer advertising the ground. We used to maybe 34 years ago, not anymore. Gardening zone, so it's hotter now in San Antonio. So, and we also have extreme temperatures where we dip down into the trees. So that's where these guys cannot survive.
And it's interesting you said that I had an avocado plant that was 15 feet tall.
Yes.
And with the freezes we've had, it is down to smaller than this.
Yes, there's one school we work at, they had, maybe it was a 50-year-old lemon tree, and it just recently died because of the freeze. And so, yeah, it's crazy to think of.
The pomegranate, I grew up in Delaware. I've seen pomegranate trees that huge,
Yes.
great fruit they produce, healthy fruit, and some amazing, just look beautiful throughout the whole summertime and wintertime.
Yes, anything you can do to help you grow more food instead of relying on the grocery stores or some other way that we're getting the food. And so we have a lot more fruit trees. We have pears, plums, peaches, and we also have some persimmon. So for those of you who like Asian persimmon trees, yay!
That is great. You're doing great things for our community. I know y'all are planting community gardens, and so there's people living in downtown that don't have a backyard, and you're doing a great service for them. Can people just come over to you and have their own little section? Is that what happens?
So we are open to the public on Saturdays, 9 to 11, and then we also do service, community service. But we're mostly at schools, and so you can come help us out at our schools. We need a lot of help at schools. We're at over 40 schools this year, soon to be at 50, and we teach students. We have a whole science-based curriculum that we teach students how to garden, and we're out there every time we're at the schools in the garden with the students. So yes, if y'all want to come volunteer with us, that'd be super amazing. And we have all our information on our website, gardopiagarden.com. And so please come visit us, either our physical location. We have a micro farm where we have bees, chickens, bunnies. We have actually a micro lab where we grow microgreens. Yeah, it's really cool, and but it's a really good location and a really good example of what you could do in inner city San Antonio. Yes.
That is great.
Yes.
I know we're growing, and we need to use our land properly, and the bees play a big part in our system to get better. And thank you for all you do for our community. Thanks for making San Antonio look beautiful, and you're going to be awesome. Anything else to say?
No, just come out and grab a tree, y'all.
Exactly. And keep making San Antonio beautiful. We'll be back with more.
Yay.
My name is Michael Lugo. I have the Lugo Group with San Antonio Portfolio Keller Williams Heritage. So the biggest life lesson that I've learned thus far, to never take things for granted. I've been through quite a bit in my career. I've really hit rock bottom. I've failed numerous times, and I never gave up. And that's something that I've always learned and will continue to do. Through all the obstacles and adversities I've been through, I'm extremely blessed to be at where I'm today, and very grateful that I can continue helping families get into their dream homes.
Good morning, San Antonio. Now, the Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin. Join Cletho and Vanessa for a dash of San Antonio spirit. From foods and entertainment, destinations and more, sharing laughs and local stories with you. Tune in live on location where San Antonio's heart beats the loudest. The Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin, keeping it San Antonio.
I don't know what to do. Who do I call?
Do you know what it's like to be injured and helpless? Do you appreciate it when someone does not accept responsibility for an accident that they caused? I don't. And I don't back down from a fight. I will not stand by and watch my client suffer, so nothing you can say or do will stop me from getting my client the money they deserve. I've taken on many cases like this one, and trust me when I say, you're no different. No more negotiating. My client will get compensated for their injuries so they can get back to what matters most. Serious injuries require a serious lawyer. At Marco Crawford Law, we are serious.
Good morning, San Antonio. Now, the Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin. Join Cletho and Vanessa for a dash of San Antonio spirit. From foods and entertainment, destinations and more, sharing laughs and local stories with you. Tune in live on location, where San Antonio's heart beats the loudest. The Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin, keeping it San Antonio.
I'm meteorologist Robert Luna, back with tech weather protection on AM television, and what a great segment.
Yes.
Talk to you about planting. Hopefully we get some rain. We need the rain.
Yes.
Our lakes need the rain. At the same time, just make our community look great.
Yes.
And always there's homeowners association competition going on, and it's just neighbors being neighbors.
Just the beautification of San Antonio. That's what we want to see.
And it's hard to get our grass back. I mean, I know at my yard, my home, we lost a lot of the grass, and we're trying to get it back. Fertilizing is a big thing, and finding the right time to plant it. Right now is a good time. Heat's not going to heat it up. Let it get going.
And we should be at this point, no freezes. We're should be done at this point, okay? Unless we have something really extreme.
Exactly.
But at this point, I don't think we're going to see anything. We should be good. Anything, we'll maybe see some lows like we saw in the forecast. Maybe dipping down to the 40s. I think we had one morning, I think either Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, where we were looking at 48, 49 for the low. But again, that's far from freezing. So
what's very interesting is the Gulf of Mexico is very, very warm. And you didn't have a big winter. You had some cold spells. The Gulf of Mexico, they are very, very warm. So that'll be interesting as it impacts the Gulf fronts coming in. How much severe weather we get.
Yes. Well, not just that, if we have warm water down there, imagine that's become hurricane season.
Come hurricane season, things are going to work out right with El Nino or
Because we're at the hospital, we're going to be over. So, yes, very, very.
And with El Nino, we've had a lot of storms come in the West Coast. California had massive rain. They're like,
we talked about again going at Death Valley, they had lakes that formed in one of their old ancient lakes, and they've had looking at like 2 or 3 feet, but still, Death Valley, that's
what's interesting is the West Coast are still digging snowmelt. Still, yes, that is, they've had a ton of rainfall.
Oh, and they're still getting some snow. I know that even like in the Lake Tahoe area, and had falls even with Denver, now it's the Rockies.
My friend went over to Cardozo, and this weekend they had snow on Thursday, Friday as well. So all of that is in weather. Again, west people dealing with west part of Texas, north dealing with drought, and with all these cold fronts coming through, behind that today, a drying trend happens, and then our fire danger.
Yes, and that's what we've seen. I think we saw in the western parts of our counties, we saw critical fire danger possibilities. So we definitely want to keep eye on that because we're still in a drought. The majority of the state, some areas they've been rescued from some of this heavy rainfall that's we've had lately. But overall, I mean, we're talking about here that it won't take much to get fire going, and then with these winds that come in behind all these systems we're getting, it's just a fuel to fire. So
one other thing we're going to talk about this lightning. Yes. One lightning bolt is 5 tons, one is about 20 miles ahead of the storm.
Oh my gosh.
Behind the storm,
It's what we call it, out of the blue, out of the blue. And this is one that you think your skies above you, that's going to go over there, and all of a sudden, boom.
oh, and so there is cloud to cloud light, there's cloud to ground light, there's cloud to air light. Here's a look at the hail from yesterday as well. Down on Arrow Road, below Leon Valley, along Loop 410.
You can see in that middle picture. I mean, it was a ton of hail. I mean, look at that. It almost looks like a winter scene here.
Right, exactly. And down hard, and you see this snow was not around.
Right.
What caused the snow not to be around?
So what's happening is the storm, this storm in particular that we had, the winds were taking the hail that was forming right back up in the atmosphere. So that moisture that picked up, the rain, came up, and then let it come back down. But guess what happened? It hit that wind again. So another round of this. So some of those hailstones that we saw in the pictures, we got almost like little balls connected to them, you know? And so when we see some of this very large hail that we've had in the past, you see some that are, you know, look like true baseball golf balls, but then you have some that look very irregularly shaped. So,
Jagged edges.
so it all has to do with what is that wind doing in the storm? Is it going to take it? Is it strong enough to take it back up into the atmosphere and then have it freeze? Boom! Once the gravity take over, bring that down. So we don't want to see that happen on a multiple case here. We don't want to definitely see that. We'll take the smaller hail if anything at worst.
As we look around, check a lot of people will be traveling as we go through the week towards Easter. So some people leaving early, maybe to visit family,
Yeah.
getting their extended time with nature as they get their picnics going at different state parks.
Yeah, because again, you even mentioned it earlier that Friday, a lot of people are going to be off for Friday, and as far as the weather for Friday, we're looking good in terms of not really having much around in terms of any severe weather, or even any rain for the most part. The state should be dominated by sunshine, with clouds here and there. We will see again a system that could be coming in. We're looking at Tuesday evening, maybe more into the early hours of Wednesday. Again, we're at the moment expected to be on the southern edge of the storm. We'll see how that plays out, because we were on the southern edge yesterday, and look what happened. We ended up with severe weather here.
We're going to see some beautiful mornings for the next 3 or 4 mornings.
You may still need that light jacket.
Yeah, I still need that light jacket just a few hours in the morning. The sun comes out and the afternoon is gorgeous in the afternoon. Humidity coming back a little bit at a time today. Chance of rain Tuesday, maybe some severe weather up in North Texas Monday night, Tuesday. That'll be about the only chance. And then things clear out once again. End of the week, sunshine. Look at those temperatures heading into Easter. 80
Beautiful.
degrees. That's where we want to be.
And-
Lows in the morning,
And we'll keep
55.
an eye on the long range, because again, there is a possibility that we could see another storm system coming in into Saturday, Sunday. So hopefully we're not going to deal with anything in terms of any severe weather, and even just have some nice sunshine for Easter. Okay, enjoy those Easter egg hunts out there.
This time next week, I'm going to be looking at the forecast very, very closely, because April 8th, I
Almost here.
want to know what that
Almost here.
forecast is on April 8th, because we have the total eclipse of the sun.
Man, it's almost here. Can you
It's
believe?
almost here.
We're looking at what now? 2 weeks and 3 days. It's almost here, and we're looking at hopefully clear skies, because otherwise
It's about to get in that range of that forecast every
again,
day.
this is a once in a lifetime event. We don't want to miss out. So hopefully Mother Nature can cooperate, because we definitely do not want to miss out on this.
Sir. That day we have a day like today. Clear skies, beautiful conditions.
No issues.
It's going to
Get
warm
to
up.
enjoy it. Don't forget those glasses. Though,
Exactly.
Sure.
So once you need to have the right glass, even
Yes.
if it's 99%, that little bit of sunshine, I was reading articles. There was in the last only that went through Oregon, all the way to Virginia, about 100 that they know of, about 100 people lost some sight, had damage to their eyes. They looked directly at not a few seconds.
Even if you think you can just glance at it, I mean, it's gonna do damage.
Yeah.
Just almost an instant.
And people woke up the next morning in blurry, and it happened in. So please do not listen to directly. Even at sunset, you shouldn't do it at all, even though it looks nice.
And even like when we had this last one back in the fall, there was clouds. Still, don't go off and look through the clouds. Still keep those glasses on because even through clouds, you can still end up with vision damage.
You got to have proper
Yes.
glasses. Make sure they are vetted by the right eye companies
Yes.
and make sure they work. And some people's wearing welder's masks, but there's even some welder's masks that are
just
not
they're not
the
not-
right. They said the best thing to do is put the glasses on inside. You should not use any light at all inside the house, even if you turn on the light. That's how some of the power of the sun is.
Yes. So we'll definitely keep you up to date as we get closer to the eclipse. We'll also keep you up to date with our upcoming Easter forecast.
Here on Anthem Television.
We come from all walks of life, all races, all genders, all styles. We are more than a rock school, more than the art of dance. We are a destination for art, creativity, performance, and community. We are Anthem. Join us in our mission, enriching the lives of every student with the power of belief.
Good morning, San Antonio. Now, the Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin. Join Cletho and Vanessa for a dash of San Antonio spirit. From foods and entertainment, destinations and more, sharing laughs and local stories with you. Tune in live on location, where San Antonio's heart beats the loudest. The Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin, keeping it. Good morning, San Antonio. Now, the Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin. Join Cletho and Vanessa for a dash of San Antonio spirit. From foods and entertainment, destinations and more, sharing laughs and local stories. Good morning, San Antonio. Now, the Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin. Join Cletho and Vanessa for a dash of San Antonio spirit. From foods and entertainment, destinations and more, sharing laughs and local stories with you. Tune in live on location, where San Antonio's heart beats the loudest. The Where's Cletho Show with Vanessa Martin, keeping it San Antonio.
And we're back. I'm meteorologist Robert Luna with Anthem Television, and we have
Ryan Silva here.
and our special guest who has great information for us on how to spell the Great Garden. We have Sherry Lim, my former student, and is doing great stuff in the community. Again, remind us about the regional day tomorrow and what time that is.
We have a farmers market giveaway with the Techno Garden. Should be, yes, at 9 West Road in
You're right near Fort Sam Houston, near St. Philip College,
yes.
and right in that area. So 4 to 7 a.m. Come and grab a tree. And
The Texas Weather Connection with meteorologist Robert Luna. From
Out after 3 questions, garden questions, we'll be out there. We're also doing our farmers market. So we'll have some vendors out there.
will they be able to bunny, our beautiful bunny?
We will have guinea pig buddies and chickens out there.
And chickens and everything else. Great stuff.
So there is another tree giveaway. They're giving away 1,000 trees. I'm not exactly sure which location, but set apart in San Antonio. They're giving away 1,000.
That's what
Yes, yes.
So-
Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Recreation. And you're involved, you're for the nonprofit business, right?
Yes. We're with the and SR and the Middle nonprofit. We go out to our community as well as schools and we teach how to grow their own food, how to be healthier.
And so if you're a teacher out there, you can give them a call and set something up, and their school can come out there and
Yes.
start from the beginning of how we get the soil ready, planting, and building, planting, right fruit trees, everything for the area. Something in the ground that's not going to grow.
Yes, that's correct. So all the way from garden design, all the way to growing it through even cooking and eating your food. And so there's that.
I know you have some bees out there as well.
We have honeybees.
Honeybees,
yes.
and I know they're great to pollinate.
Yes.
Right, that's why they're in the area. And you want to about the monarch time of year for that? Are they coming to your garden right now?
It's a little early right now.
Okay.
It's one thing.
Okay.
Everything's one. It's a little early. But yes, they're quite cool. Go and well, main at our garden. Really important going to do those walk parties right now. From out in the fields.
Do you have any bluebonnets?
Yes. Well, we have some on the streets.
Okay. So they're out there.
Very inner cities. We don't have a lot of land.
That is awesome. Any other tips for people in the garden?
Yes. So I really want to encourage everyone to go and see that you're in seed. Right now, we have trees. That's it. Buy them just through their own business. So why not plant seed? Teachers or other nonprofit organizations do have a donation form that you can fill out, but you don't have to get a lot more than that. And make sure whenever you're planting these seeds, under the little pots, don't overcrowd them. Make sure you're starting out with wet soil. So wet your soil, then water your soil first, and then your life. Things you can start right now are squash, cucumbers. If you are a cucumber lover like I am, corn. You have some potato varieties that are really going to do well right now. Tomatoes, get your tomatoes. Go and get your kind of spring garden on. Your spring is a lot longer than your fall. Right now.
If you look at the soil, I know we go from rain to drought, and you put your thumb in, you're supposed to come up with a little bit stuck to your finger. Is that correct? If it's not, then it's too dry, and if it's not very wet, then no water for a while. That's correct. Good. And you don't want to overwater. You don't want to underwater. Right in that range. If you plant out in the sun, it's going to dry up pretty quickly.
That's correct.
And so I've had plants on a patio. There's a lot of people downtown live in an apartment. We're living in the apartment. They live in the patio, and it's a lot faster. And it caused it to start wilting. So here we got a plant. Which was this one?
This is actually a tomato, but all along the lines of watering. Whenever you're watering, remember y'all, don't water from the top. You want to water right here. If I have my hose, you want to water where the roots are. If you waste a lot of water, not only through a lot of application, but also you're encouraging the soil bacteria to come back onto here, also die. It actually causes a lot of plant diseases whenever the water is splashed from the source. So you want to directly water
Didn't know that.
your
That is
soil.
good to know. So straight on towards the root area,
Yes.
not on the plant.
Yes, and if your tomato plant is this big and this hot, you definitely need to transplant it.
So give it to height. If there's a height, it'll be a certain amount. Is there something to that as
So
well?
I would say if your plant is tipping over like this, you definitely need to repot it. And for tomatoes, they don't like being root bound. And so this is probably root bound by now. And so when that happens, you can actually just use the roots nicely and then put it in deep into your garden.
So this is a Phoenix tomato. I've never heard of it. Have you heard of Phoenix tomato?
I brought it because it's our school mascot.
It's our school mascot, exactly. Health Careers Phoenix. And so is this a big tomato or a berry tomato?
Very good. Yes, it actually is a big tomato. So your big summer pumpkin tomatoes, you want to plant them very
So when I have my next barbecue around Memorial Day and I'm making some hamburgers, I can cut these tomatoes perfectly into my hamburger.
That's correct. Yes.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's perfect, right? That's all we need right there. Love it. Love it, love it. What else did you bring here for us?
So along with your vegetables, you want to think about your pollinators. Just really quickly, marigolds are really good at deterring certain pests in your garden. And so marigolds are one of our favorites that we like to use. Shout out to marigolds, whether they're yellow, multicolored, or orange like we have in front of us. Marigolds are kind of our superstars here, and they're also really pretty. So
Yep. And these flower in the spring, or will they keep flowering as we go into summer?
they will keep flowering all throughout the summer. Actually, we had some even flower up until December last year, so it's really cool to see that they will actually last throughout the year.
And do we have to replant them again next year? Do they, or
So
do
they will seed and they will come back.
They will come back.
Yes.
Oh, so that's what we want right here, and make our lawn look great throughout the whole summer and winter. So as we go to the 7-day forecast, and hopefully we're talking, we had some rain.
So we'll wait and see what the models do.
So everybody this weekend, go out and enjoy the beautiful sunshine, the beautiful temperatures in the morning. If you like cool weather in the morning, you got it. If you want a little bit warmer weather, you're going to love it. Little in the way of humidity. And tomorrow evening, go out and get your tree. Where should you come out to once again, Charity?
Dargovia Garden. It's at 619 North Broadway.
Thanks for watching Anthem Television and watching the Texas Weather Connection. We always have some great stuff for you. Have a great weekend.
We come from all walks of life, all races, all genders, all styles. We are more than a rock school, more than the art of dance. We are a destination for art, creativity, performance, and community. We are Anthem. Join us in our mission, enriching the lives of every student through the power of belief.